Leadership is a very dynamic and important role, but you have to effectively communicate. Those two words put together are the strongest forces. The bold statement that you're trying to make, that you're unleashing upon others in a logical way, hits home in a way that allows everyone to understand the path you're on and the path forward from here. All right, let's go. If you are tired of not feeling fit, tired of just not having the focus, tired of just not having the financial wherewithal to live the life that you deserve, this is your place to be. I'm Jason Yarusi. This is the Live 100 podcast. And today we're talking about the Bulldog. So many of you who know me know my affinity for Bulldogs, from my first Bulldog, Jack, who became Jack the Rhino, which translated into the name of a brewery, into the name of a sushi restaurant, as much as that means, and even was my first tie to meet the love of my life, Pili. Well, now I have Jill. Jill is our Bulldog, and Jill is our office dog, and Jill continues to just be a staple in our life. And just the word Bulldog itself, it just means so many things. And it's come to mean in me, stewardship, leadership. And today I wanted to talk about the acronym of what Bulldog is. And Bulldog is boldly unleashing logical leadership, driving at operational greatness. So think about those words as they come. And I want to dissect each of those words today. And this talks to you as a leader. Now, you might say, well, I'm not a leader. Well, in fact, you are. Whether you like it or not, you are in a leadership position somewhere in your life. Now, you have to be the leader of your own life. You might be the leader at work. You might be the leader outside in an organization. You might be the leader at your church, a leader in your family, the leader in your household. But in some fact, you're thrust forward as a leader. So why not be bold and unleash your leadership so you can operate in a great fashion? The Bulldog Effect allows you to take action, drive forward, become the person in your life that sets the notion of what the best option is, and then goes out there, dictates the path forward, and gets the results at hand. So break this down. B for bold. And bold encourages leaders to take courageous actions and make bold decisions. So many times we want to just think through everything. And those think through everything becomes us actually not taking any action, because we think through all the results, all the options, all the points, and we go through, and what happens on the other end? Well, nothing, because we think ourselves out of doing anything. We just came back from this fantastic 3-day event. I was over there in Charleston, South Carolina, talking to dozens and dozens of real estate investors who want to get into the multifamily space. And we empower them with all the steps, but now it's on them. It's on them for going out there to take action with the information provided. So many times we have all the information, we have all the tools, but we fear ourselves out of moving forward. We put ourselves in a position where if we act, the only path forward can be a positive one, because the momentum that we have is right there alongside of us. But we keep telling ourselves, oh, you know what? I don't know if today's the right day. So I'm going to wait just to learn a little bit more. But the learning cycle never ends. You're on that rat wheel that just constantly goes on the hamster wheel effect of you constantly trying to learn something new, but you never implement it to get any results. So you have to encourage yourself to just be courageous in your actions and just making bold decisions. And this goes everything from decision-making to risk assessment to just sharing your story as a leader. And then you have to unleash, right? You have to equip leaders to unlock your potential, as well as you and others around you. You have to unleash it, right? So you make these bold decisions, but you have to unleash your potential upon others. This gives you the ability to go out there and show what is supposed to happen, show the results. And because you execute, the first pillar of Live 100 is self-awareness. So you have to be self-aware and unleash innovation through brainstorming and just through creativity, because this gives you the ability to be bold, forward, and then unleashing this upon others around you. Next is to be logical. We have to think through logically on the steps ahead. So many times we get the wrong result because we're rash in our decision-making. We jump, we fact, we go, right? We have to be logical. But then we have to leap, right? We have to be logical, right? In our data analysis and our strategic planning. We want to have a plan, but we have to understand that plan, while it's our guardrails, many times is going to have fluidity in it. So as we go forward, right, we have to be logical in our efforts. Next is just leadership overall, enhancing fundamental leadership skills. You are here to be a leader, both in your style of leadership, in your emotional intelligence, right? In your ability to have the adaptability to conflict resolve, and even just in effective communication. Leadership is a very dynamic and important role, but you have to effectively communicate. Those two words put together are the strongest forces, because many times we communicate poorly, right? And many times we're not effective in what we're doing. But if you put effective communication together, it means that the results, right? The bold statement that you're trying to make, that you're unleashing upon others in a logical way, hits home in a way that allows everyone to understand the path you're on and the path forward from here. People want to look to a leader that can stand there and say, listen, I understand where we are, but this is where we're going. This is how we're going to get there. That person takes people to new places, brings people to new heights, helps people live 100. So if you want to be bold in your assertions, right, and you want to be unleashing upon others just in a magical way to help them forward by being logical about the steps of plan and then lead them down the path that sets the stage for success. And that's what you come here to learn. Next is driving forward, right? Driving is that we have to go out there and execute. We can come up with the bold assertions. We can unleash it upon others with a logical purview about what leadership is, but we have to drive it forward and hit it home. We have to keep pushing the narrative to get to the results. We see so many times people come out there with these narratives that are just not helpful, that are hurtful, but we stand on the sidelines because we're not taking control of our life. We let other people dictate our path, but it's time for you to step up. It's time for you to drive forward. It's time for you to set out on the example of what is and then achieve what is possible. And from there, we go to operational. This is where you streamline, right? So you've now taken the bold assertion, you've unleashed upon others in a logical way that leads forward as you're driving through this, but then you make it systematic. You streamline it to make it efficient. And that efficiency allows it to not only be done once, but to be repeated over and over and over again. And that optimizes the sessions ahead, which leads us to greatness. Greatness is what you come here to inspire the pursuit of excellence and to create a legacy. Live 100 is about taking the steps in the Bulldog Effect of boldly unleashing logical leadership, driving operational greatness. Take this home so you can live a great life. There's so many times in life that you stand on the sideline just asking yourself, well, what's next? Well, why not cultivate and capture what's next by going out there and driving forward a life of leadership and a life of excellence? And if you want to know where you are on this path, go over to jasonyarusi.com. There's a free assessment there about where you are in your Live 100 journey. It's going to help you just ask you a few key questions about where you stand in these 9 pillars to help you give yourself a free assessment, right, of where you stand today. Think about that. If you can take back and pull back the curtain, right, and take yourself outside the jar so you can see the label, how much would that help you forward to live the journey of your life that you're meant to have? We are so lucky to be here today. We are so fortunate to have the life that's been granted upon us. Why not lead a life of greatness? Why not be a bulldog in each and every way? Why not take control of where we stand today? Why not cultivate forward the opportunities that are in front of us to build our greatest self, to build ourselves and put ourselves onto the mountain? I believe in you. Do you believe in you? It's time to set sail. It's time to live when you're 100. It's time to take that action today. And if you can do anything for us, go down there and leave us an honest rating and review. This show continues to grow because of you. And we are so thankful to hear all the positive feedback, all the results you're getting out there from living 100 in your life. Let's do this.